There's my wife, and what she doesn't know yet is that I have bought yet another piece of home gym equipment to review for you. Should I tell her? Well, technically, if she ever watched this video, she'd know, right? So this is kind of like telling her. It's almost like it's her own fault for not actually watching my videos. Am I right?
The No Fake channel, checking in. Jonathan here, and Rep Fitness has released yet another brand new piece of home gym equipment here in 2022. They are absolutely on fire. And unlike the Aries, which I did do a pass on based on, frankly, budget, I am going to be picking this one up. So I thought it would be an ideal time to review the decision process that I'm going through, even though my home gym is tight on space and tight on funds. Now, if this is your first time to the channel, hey, welcome aboard. Usually I am in my home gym dungeon, but today we're at the beach, so we gotta make hay while the sun is shining. I release new home gym video equipment reviews every Thursday at 1 p.m. First and foremost, I need to give a huge thank you to all of you, my subscribers. You've been using my affiliate links, which are in the description of today's video. And as promised, all the proceeds go right back into the channel. And with those proceeds, I do usually kick over a little bit of my own money. Now, before we get started, whenever you're gonna make a big purchase, it's always good to crack open a cold beverage. We need to take just a brief second and give credit where credit is due. Rep Fitness Equipment, they've been grinding like a mutt 7 months through the year, and they've released a ton of new equipment. Now, I don't know any other company that's released this much equipment, but frankly, if there is, drop it in the comments below. I have reviewed the AB4100, a great Goldilocks type of bench that does stand up and save you a ton of space. The cambered Swiss bar was a thing of beauty. Still own it, still have it in my basement gym, and I still use it regularly. The safety squat bar I just reviewed. This thing is another beautiful design that does kind of go above and beyond when it comes to a safety squat bar, especially with those knurled handles. They dropped the Aries cable attachment, which we will talk about. Now, obviously not all of their drops are something that is right for me. I'm a dad of 2, I'm 40, and I'm not gonna be doing yoke carries down the side of my street. It ain't gonna happen. I do have an order in for this open trap bar, which looks fantastic, and you all, my subscribers, know I happen to use a trap bar at least once, sometimes twice a week. And just today, they released the Selectorized lat pull down and low row machine you see here. And this one, I'm gonna pull the trigger, but I want to talk about the Aries cable attachment and why I just don't think it's right for me. First is that massive price tag, $2,800. Now for a functional trainer, that's actually not a crazy price point, but for me, that was fairly expensive. The other thing is I have an 80-inch power rack in my home gym. I don't have a 93, and I thought that the real estate was going to be rather short on the beams themselves in terms of adjusting where those go for not only for use, but then getting them out of the way so that I can do my normal bench and squat in my power rack as well. This 4-post series is one that people aren't talking about, and I think this one is the sleeper. This is the one that for people who don't already have a power rack and you've got a tight amount of space, this is your go-to. This is your have your cake and eat it too, but you do have to pony up that $2,800. Whew. So let's go over to the lat pull down and low row Selectorized, and here they did something great in a number of ways. Number one, they took their existing power rack and they're adding extra stuff to it. So they're not telling people, hey, you got the PR4000 or the PR5000 and now that's all you've got. No, they're building on their base, their massive power rack base that many people have, that 4,000, the 5,000. And it allows people to get extra attachments to build out their home gym and give it that local gym feeling. Also, they didn't hose their previous customers. So they do sell a plate-loaded lat pull-down and low-row piece of equipment. And they didn't just say, hey, if you bought that piece of equipment, you are SOL. They have a conversion kit allowing people who already own that equipment to save a boatload of money. So for $850, you can convert it to a selectorized version. Now, the price points for the 4,000 and the 5,000 are the same. Same thing for the 93-inch and the 80-inch. Another great thing that they did, again, not trying to hose their customers, is to say, if you
if you if you need a rear stabilizing bar, that's going to cost you $1,420. If you already have one, you can save yourself, boom, you're down to $1,300. So you do save yourself some money if you already have the rear stabilizing bar. Why do I want this for my home gym versus the Aries? I already have the rear stabilizing bar, so I already have some of that depth. This is only going to add another, like, I think 4 to 6 inches when it is all said and done. And these cablings are supposedly listed at 1,100 pounds in terms of what they can handle. I'm excited. It comes with 200-pound weight stack. Now, for many people, that's not a lot because it's usually a 2-to-1 ratio. This is a 1-to-1 ratio, so 200 pounds is a true 200 pounds. And they said they're going to have a 300-pound version, so as soon as I order this version, you know I'm going to be upgrading it when the 300-pound version comes out. It does come with what I think is really cool, a spot for bands. So you can change the weight up, but you can also add bands to add a completely different type of resistance, whether you're doing rehab, whether you just want to go super heavy at the bottom end of your reps. I mean, it's just a genius design to add an extra piece of functionality into equipment for what amounts to is a couple of welds. It's really genius on their part. It's going to come with handles. So apparently they're going to drop in 2 handles here. The handles look okay, and I'm actually not mad at that because most people either are going to already own a good set of handles that they already purchased, or most people are going to have a specific handle that they want to buy, and they're going to ultimately get that handle regardless of the ones that come with it. So if Rep Fitness went out of their way to drop some like stainless steel handle on here, they would have had to jack up the price point, and that would have been a no-fly zone for so many people because, of course, price is that biggest commodity. Now, Rep Fitness has been doing a lot of hype building when it comes to their new equipment. What does that mean? They build up some hype, they drop a sizzle reel, and they drop it on pre-order. And the problem with the pre-orders is that we live in an Amazon.com environment. People want it now. They want it the next day. That's unfortunate. It's just how it is. This allows them to decide how much demand there's going to be. Oftentimes when they do these pre-orders, they do give you an initial discount on the front end, but it's just one of the things you have to deal with. One of the good things is that they actually list the ship date. So here it's going to ship on Halloween, which is what many people would think a ways away, but believe it or not, you snap your fingers, Halloween is going to be here, and for something that you're going to have forever, I'm not mad about the pre-orders. I think they've been fairly upfront with them, but I do know it can be frustrating for someone who orders something and they know they have to wait. It's kind of like going to the theater. You see an awesome trailer for a movie that you want to see tomorrow, and then they tell you it's coming out a year from now. At least in this case, it's coming out in October. So for me, I'm going to go with the 4000, the 80-inch. I don't need a rear stabilizing bar, and let's hit that pre-order button. Boom! Shipping is free, thank goodness. Whoop! Don't forget the pull-down extra. Read all about it. Extra weight stack for $300. I'm in. I am in like Flynn.
Now, normally my go-to maneuver is simply unbox the piece of home gym equipment, put it in my home gym, dispose of the cardboard before she is the wiser. Unfortunately, this thing's gonna come in too many pieces to fool her, and frankly, it's probably gonna take me a day, if not more, to assemble. What I think my go-to maneuver this time is gonna be to claim it's a write-off. That's right, it's a write-off. I spoke to the IRS, and if you give this video a like and hit that subscribe button, they will let me write this off. So make sure you smash that subscribe button and do me a favor, and I'll let my wife know that it's just a write-off.
The only thing left to do is to check out, enter my credit card information, see how much Taxachusetts is going to cost me on sales tax, and hit the buy it now button, and just kind of sit back and wait for October to arrive. If you made it this far in the video, remember, don't tell my wife, because that's like breaking bro code. Frankly, if she wants to know what's coming to the home gym, she should be watching these videos because they are dropped every Thursday at 1 p.m. If you made it this far in the video, you know YouTube loves you for coming all the way to the end. Give the video a like, hit that subscribe button. Remember, you and I are officially best friends. Tango and Cash, Hannibal and
B.A. Baracus. Thank you so much. As usual, any questions, drop them in the comments below. Check out the affiliate links as promised. That money combined with my money goes into these videos and goes into picking up new pieces of equipment to ultimately review for you. As usual, thanks for watching, and don't save anything for the trip back.